I'm sitting outside on a beautiful summer day here in Calgary. Not so long ago, it was minus 30 here for a couple weeks at a time, and it was awful. But we get through it. Bees have a hard time getting through winter. Typically, we'll have one queen per hive, and we wrap that hive and hope that it survives through the cold winter. And often they don't survive, sadly. And one of the things that's the reality of beekeeping in North America is that honeybees are not native to North America. We need to import bees from New Zealand and Australia and other parts of the world to replace our dead colonies. And importing bees is risky because we run the risk of importing pathogens from those other countries that affect our honeybee populations here. So we need to do more to create sustainable beekeeping. And one of the ways that we're doing that with the bee cube is we're going to overwinter queen bees in queen banks so that we can overwinter not just one queen per hive, but maybe 200 queens in a bee cube, overwinter them in queen banks and keep them alive so that if we get through the winter, we'll have a couple hundred healthy mated queens that we could put into beehives in the spring, earlier in the spring than is normally. Normally we have to wait until May or June to import queen bees from places like Hawaii and Australia. If we can have queens available to beekeepers in May or at the end of April each year, then beekeepers can get busier replacing their dead colonies and increasing their new colonies. And so one of the potential really important use cases of the bee cube is to overwinter queens at scale. Now we're running an experiment this first winter. We're collaborating with a professor at the University of Alberta. We're working to create the conditions inside the initial bee cube to do that. But we're very confident that we can overwinter queens at scale, have them available to beekeepers in the spring, and become self-reliant on our own, creating our own queens and our own bees instead of having to rely on expensive, unhealthy imports from other parts of the world.